alaikum. We will continue in this video working with laboratory exercise 2 in Microsoft Word 2010. The last time we reached point number 14. Today we will start with it. Point number 14, change the watermark to welcome to SQU. The file we were working with was file assignment, which includes the 3 paragraph. We did change on the title, first paragraph, second and third paragraph. Now we will do some change on the page and we will add a watermark. To add a watermark, select page layout and then from page background group, select a watermark. We have some samples like confidential, diagonal, horizontal, do not copy, draft, sample, as soon as possible, urgent. You can add your own watermark and you also can remove the existing watermark. If there is a watermark, you can remove it from here. If you want to add a new watermark or update and modify an existing one, you will select custom watermark. In the custom watermark, you can add a picture watermark by selecting your picture from your computer, or you can add a text watermark. We need to add a text watermark. First, we will change the language and then we will write this required text. The text is welcome to SQU. Now here we will we are able to change the size. We can also change the color. We can change the layout to be diagonal or horizontal and then click on apply. You can see in the background the word welcome to SQU is there. This is what we call it, the watermark. Number 15, change the page color to aqua accent 5 lighter 60%. To change the page color, also select the page layout and from the page background group, select a page color. The required color is aqua accent 5 lighter 60%. Now question number 16, add a page border with setting box, style any, color green and width 2.25. From the same place page background, select a page border and change the setting to box. Select any style and then select the color to be green. Change the width to be 2.25. You can also add an art if it is required. We have here in Microsoft Word multiple arts. Then be sure that you are applying to the whole document and press OK. This is the page border that you add. Now, number 17, perform the word count. Now the word count is only shows you how many words and how many sentences, how many lines, how many characters, how many spaces you already wrote in your document. So it's just like a summary, which we can get it through clicking on review and then word count. It shows you that you have one page, number of words, number of characters without spacing, number of characters with a space, number of paragraphs and number of lines. Question number 18, perform a spelling and grammar checking to the document. Spelling and grammar checking is in the review. If we click on it, it will go through the whole document and shows you wherever a mistake, grammar mistake or spelling mistake is there. And it gives you also a suggestion. You can change this, use the suggestion, and you say next, or you can ignore the suggestion, either next or ignore the suggestion. So I will go to the next sentence and then next sentence using the same suggestion suggested by the word. Question number 19. Search the word online and replace it with the word electronic. We have the word online in more than one place in our document. We need to change it with electronic. Here, for example, we have the word online at the last line on the paragraph 3, and also more than one word is there. We will change it to electronics. To change the word, that means you need to find and replace it. Select Home tab and then select Replace. Now the word that you are searching for is online, and we need to replace it with the word electronics or electronic. Press Replace All. Now Microsoft Word completed searching and replaced the 3 words. Press OK and then press Close. The word online, which was on the last line and third paragraph, we change it to electronic. Now question number 20. Search for the text e-learning and replace it with the same text, just change the formatting. For example, we will change font color to green, underline style double line, underline color light blue, and effects track row. Now select again replace. The word that you need to replace it is e-learning. Search about it and replace it with the same word e-learning. And then select more, format fonts. Change the font color to green, the underline style to double line, and the underline color to light blue. Then press OK and press Replace All. Microsoft Word did 6 replacements. Press OK and close the window. Now we have here the e-learning, e-learning, e-learning all change to be green font color with a double underline, and the underline color is blue. Now question number 21. Add a page number to your document. The position bottom of the page and the type is accent bar 3. To add a page number, select Insert and then Page Number. The position of the page number should be at the bottom of the page and the type is accent bar 3. Accent bar 3. Our page number appears on the right hand side. We can change it to the left hand side and select left alignment. Then double click on your document in order to return back to your normal text. Add a header to your document showing the phrase online learning at the right and your name in SQUID at the left. To add a header, select Insert and then select Header. We need to add two paragraphs. Then in this case, I will use the three columns, and at the right hand side, we will write online learning. At the left hand side, you can write your name and your SQUID. I will write a random SQUID, and the text in the middle, we can delete it. Now double click on your text to return back to your normal text. This is the header at the top, which is in a passive order, and this is the page layout at the bottom. Whenever we add a new page, the same header appears at the top and the page number will increase by 1. So we have page number 1 here and page number 2 here. Question number 23. Add a footer to your document showing the time at the left side and the date at the right side. Shift the page number in the center. To add a footer, if we select Insert a footer and we select a specific type of footer, then in this case, we will remove the page number which we have already. Otherwise, if you already have a page number, just double click on it and shift your page number to be in the center. Then you can add a footer to be in the right hand side and another one on the left hand side. Now we need to add at the left side the date, at the left side the time. So from Design tab, add a date and time, select Language English, and then select any format you require. I will select this format and then press OK. Now we added the time at the left side. Now shift the page number to be in the middle and then shift the cursor to the right hand side and through Design tab, click Date and Time and select any format of a time. Then double click on your text again to return back to your normal text. Question number 24. We need to add a footnote to the document. A footnote is just like a reference which shows you a declaration or a author name or the book title for a specific text. We have 4 footnotes in our document. One of them will be at the end of the title, and the mark which we need to use is number 1. The text is electronic education through computer. The second position is at the end of the word blended in the first paragraph, and the mark should be 2. The text should be combination of face-to-face and online learning. The third one is at the end of second paragraph. The mark is lambda and the text is no area limitation for the learner. The last footnote is end of the third paragraph. The mark is number 4. All the learning processes through computer will be the text. Now to add a first footnote, I will click at the end of the title and then select references. If you click on Insert Footnote, the Microsoft Word will add randomly any symbol. If you want to select a specific symbol, then you need to select Footnotes dialog box. Be sure that you click on the footnote and then select the number format 123, then press Insert. You can see number 1 is there beside the title and number 1 is also down the page. Change the direction to the left side and the orientation to be at the left. Then write the text, which is electronic education through computer. Now the second footnote will be at the end of the word blended in the first paragraph. Put the cursor there and again select footnote dialog box. Now the number format is 123. Keep it as the same and then press Insert. You can also immediately click on Insert Footnote because you already selected the number format 123 in advance. We will have number 2 at the end of a blended and number 2 at the end of the page. Now add the sentence combination of face-to-face and online learning. The third one is at the end of the second paragraph. Click on at the end of the second paragraph and then insert footnote dialog box. The symbol we need to insert is lambda, so click on the symbol and then select the symbol lambda. Then press OK and then press Insert. The text is no area limitation for the learner. And then at the end of paragraph 3, insert a footnote. Use number 4 as a symbol or a custom mark. And then write the text, all the learning process through computer. Now we finish the footnote. We go to question number 25. Delete the footnote with mark 2. Footnote with mark 2 was beside the word blended. Select mark 2 beside the word blended and then press delete. You will delete the footnote from the top and from the bottom of the page. Question number 26. Write the following equation using superscript and subscript. To write the equation, at the end of the file, we write the number 3 and letter Y. To type the superscript and subscript, we have them at the Home tab. This is the subscript and this is the superscript. Click on superscript to write number 4 and then to return back to the same level of the letter Y, you have to click on superscript again. Now select plus and then 9, 2, and then X. Now we need to use a subscript 7 and then plus 44 N. Now we have a superscript 2 minus 8 2 Y, and then we have a subscript 2. Question number 27. Format the first letter of the second paragraph to drop caps with lines to be dropped 4. The first letter from the second paragraph is the letter B. To change it to drop caps, select Insert and then select Drop Caps. Select Drop Caps option and then be sure that you click on Dropped. You can change the font and you can change the lines to be dropped. The lines to be dropped should be 4. You can change also the distance between the letter and the text, but it's not required in our question. Now click on OK. This is the drop caps B, which is dropped on 4 lines. The last question is simply the text of the second paragraph into 3 columns and insert a line between columns, and the exercise shows you how to do that. To separate the second paragraph into 3 columns, we select the second paragraph and then select page layout columns and then more columns. Divide the columns into 3 and the text should be from left to right, not from right to left. Insert a line between them. You can change the width of the column and the spacing between columns if required. You can also remove equal column width and select a separated column width, and you can separately change their columns. And then press OK. Of course, the text that we are working with, we already did change lots of spacing, indentation, and margins. That's why it jumped to another page. So I will try to divide paragraph 1 into 2 columns to show you how we do that. Columns and then more columns divided into 2 columns from left to right and add a line between them. It comes just like this one exactly, but in paragraph 2 the problem is that we have a drop caps, we have indentation, spacing, margins in different way. So when we divide it into 3 columns with a special spacing and the width, it jumps to another page. In this case, we need to play with the width and the spacing to fix it in the same page. This was the end of the exercise. Save your file and close the assignment file. In the next video, we will start working with laboratory exercise 3.